the guy with the camera, back here once again to talk to you, the internet, about things that bother to me, a person. Today I'm going to be doing something slightly a little bit different. You're going to be seeing clips of me and my group from the course that I'm doing, which is media. We're going to be talking and making skits and stuff like that about how media is not a course, it's for our project, for our first year. Please forgive the bad editing and whatsoever, you know, we're only teenagers after all. Okay, enjoy.
Hello world. Do you know, it got me wondering. I wonder what it'd be like if there was no, communications between the internets. Like people were just stuck throwing rocks. Carrier pigeon.
Come back, I need to send a letter, come back!
Or Twitter. Just be people yelling.
Hashtag YOLO. Hashtag anal beads.
Or Facebooky pokey things. It's just poking people. It'd be useless.
What we're trying to get at here is that if there was no media, then we'd have to use alternative forms of communication.
Why have you summoned me?
I would like to send a message.
Very well. Hi, Dave. When you go to pick up the kids, can you make sure to get some eggs and some milk? Thank you. And by the way, I've given him enough goat's blood so that you can send a return message. Okay, see you at 8, sweetie.
Like messages in a bottle. Because when newspapers and stuff like that call what we're studying, you know, an easy degree, we get a little bit annoyed. Seriously now, we do actually want to talk about this properly, so we're going to show you a couple of clips from me and my people in our vlogs. Going to be differing in lengths, and then we're going to do one like sort of as a conglomeration of the four of us that wanted to do a piece.
So this is my part of the vlog explaining why media isn't a Mickey Mouse course. So the definition of a Mickey Mouse course is that it's irrelevant, worthless, but it's not. My first example would be because the media, it's a wide thing, and like loads of people use media. You got social media, you got new media, you got everything. It's like films, it's everything, and it does lead to good jobs and everything like that. An example of what jobs it could lead to would be my cousin, for one. He did a media course in uni, and he went on to make films like Clash of the Titans, Harry Potter, and some other things as well. So that just shows that it's not a Mickey Mouse course, and it goes on to provide an entertainment for other people who are the ones who say it's a Mickey Mouse course. And people say that you don't learn stuff in media courses, but you do. You learn loads of theories, you learn about loads of different people who talk about the theories. So in conclusion, it's not a Mickey Mouse course because it provides entertainment for other people, it informs other people, so it's not really relevant or useless. So people who say it's a Mickey Mouse course, they need to rethink what they're saying and look further into the media and what it contains before they say it's a Mickey Mouse course. That is all from me. So, bye. Ta!
Hello, and welcome to me being serious. It's not much fun, but I have to do it. I'm going to talk about how media is very relevant. It's just so relevant in this more now modern culture. I mean, the artistic media mixed with theories is what the course is really about. It's not just about watching films or just watching TV. It's about watching these to see, well, it's about looking at things that are media-based and putting theories onto them to seeing why they're popular. It's not just watching it, then going, that was pretty good. It's going into it and saying, wonder why it's pretty good, or wonder why it's really bad. It's more about that than about just watching and enjoying a film, because that's not work. Work is the bit afterwards where you have to write up theories, you have to write why you think this was really good or really bad. It all depends on the personal opinion. And of course, with the new technological age, with all sorts of new media, and everything being connected, only a phone can do pretty much everything now, this pretty much means media is one of the most relevant things in the world, because it's connecting everything into one big mesh of knowledge and work, even in the subjects that people will see as serious subjects. They do use media. They watch films about whatever subjects they're doing. They use computers, which are very much just big bits of media. I mean, even then, the theories are not things people just know off by heart, so you have to learn them first. Unless you've already done personal research yourself, you have no idea who, like, De Sitter and his subversion theories are, or the hypodermic needle theory with the audiences, and the uses and gratifications with the same sort of audiences. I mean, you wouldn't understand it if you didn't study media or you didn't do research first about it. It's not just something people know off by heart. And even then, with it all coming up with science and maths, these are not that relevant if you think about it. Just rigid when you compare it to media. Whatever job you're going for in a media-based industry, you get to see it from a different perspective. If you want to be an actor and you do a media course, you can see this course from the perspective of the camera crew instead of just the perspective of the actor, and this will help you understand how everything works more, and therefore make you jump further in the job. Whereas for science and maths, you are stuck with those, and you can't really see it from a different perspective. And even then, in the end of it all, media is one of the most relevant things in this modern time. I can understand why people wouldn't call it relevant over the past, 2-3 years, but now it's really starting to come into its stride with the internet and iPhones and Blackberries and new multimedia things all in one, handheld package. How is that not relevant? I mean, especially comparing it to some of the courses that people just laugh at. They don't have to think of a reason for them being bad. They just laugh at them. Unlike media, we've got to think of reasons why you shouldn't be doing the course. If there's a course like the study of David Beckham, why would let anyone do that? Ever. You don't have to think of reasons why it's bad and stupid to do it. You just say, that's bad and stupid. Look at what you're doing. You're studying a football player. Whereas media, you have to say why it's bad and stupid. Otherwise, you can't just justify it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye.
Okay, so now it's time for my personal bit. I haven't really planned this bit out, so forgive me if I'm ahhing and lots of jump cuts. The problem with media, or as a course, or that people would look at, is they think it's all filming and watching films and going, oh, look at the pretty colours, I love the way it's all constructed. People think of media as an art, like, for example, the way people look at photography and the way people look at, painting, the physical aspects of art. But what it really is something a little deeper than that. We're looking at it academically as well as artistically. When most people hear the word name De Sitter, they probably give you a bit of a blank look. I mean, De Sitter to us is actually a really prominent theory to do with the way media communicate, or people use media in different forms to the way it was intended and how that changes our outlook on life. For example, Twitter was originally a social media site, and we now use it to pretty much cover anything from news to opinions. We hold forums there. Even coming to university, we've used it in a different way since, because we've used it in lectures to share notes between each other. Another different thing about how people see media and how media actually is for us is the fact that there is an innate difference between us, this generation, you know, the 19-year-olds, the 20-year-olds, even the people as young as 11. We've grown up in a completely different time to people who are now in charge of the media, people who are now in charge of newspapers. What we talk about when we look at media is something very different to what they talk about when they look at media. It's a tomato-tomato type of thing. They see it as this foreign object to be manipulated and stored separately, but what it is to us, it's basically the air in our lungs. We breathe it, we use it, and it's just single to us. Like, you give a small child a camera, or even a quite complex camera, and they'll be able to pick it up, take a photo, probably better than their parents would be able to, put it down and operate it completely entirely. You can't teach that sort of stuff. That's learned innately now. And studying media this way gives us both the critical and the innate ability to communicate them to, and we can combine them in different unknown ways, or untapped ways, if you will, and just create something completely new and further media in whatever way it's going to go next.
Modern academic study can be both artistic and serious, even in the media and when it's not treated seriously, because there's theories and those all link to the more artistic side of things, because you're meant to look into why things are like they are when the people make them. Like, why does that statue have no arms? We should study it to see why that's true. And why is that painting only a dot? It's really bad. We should find out why through media theory. And that can be placed on anything that's more in the more modern media, as well as old media-y things. More modern media things can all link towards these theories, like the two-step flow. So all the more serious and academic subjects, they all have something to do with media in them. They have movies, or they have films they have to watch that are to do with the subject they're making, and those couldn't be around without media in general. So to study that and why it's relevant to their subjects, even then to why media is relevant, because it's a proper academic study with the more arty side of it for people who enjoy both academia and making stuff.
The definition of a Mickey Mouse course is that it's irrelevant, like the subject you take is irrelevant. But media isn't irrelevant, because we live in a media-saturated society. It's relevant to everything we do, because we've got media, we use it every day. It's significant to us. Yeah, so the internet, and you've got TV, you've got radio, that's all media, and it informs people. So for that, it's useful and it entertains people.
Media is a very important subject to study, not only because of the other reason that we've previously mentioned, but also because of the number of jobs that come with media, that are related to media and that are relevant in media studies. Like, you can go into broadcast journalism, you can go into media production, you can go into basic acting, you can go into even photography and stuff like that, and it all branches initially from media. Studying media really helps with these fields, just because it broadens your spectrum and allows you to look at it in a different way and look at it in a different sort of aspect to the way you usually would. Like, as an actor, if going into an actor, if you'd only learn acting, you'd only look at it from that aspect. But if you look at a film now, you'd look at it from an actor's aspect, you look at it from a director's aspect, you look at it from a producer's aspect, you'd be able to appreciate physical and the digital aspects of both.
The media is the most influential resource known to man today, traditional or new, because it's got so many uses. If you think about advertising or politics or even popular culture, it's really, really influential in the way we think. In fact, in terms of popular culture, it can shape our views. It can even lead to social revolutions. It can reach out to different people all over the world. At the end of the day, understanding all these uses for media would put you in a position of power in order to use it more effectively, more efficiently, and reap the rewards of it.
Right, so I've hoped you enjoyed this little vlog with the skits and the amusingness, and I hope to see you again sometime. Thanks for sticking around. I know it's not exactly what you'd expect from this channel, but trust me, we're going to be getting back to the nerdy stuff soon enough.